Hello all, welcome you for our another video. In this video, we will talk about IO3 assignment. So this assignment has both theoretical part as a lab activity. I hope by now you all know what to do with this particular questions. So in this video, I'll walk you through how you can do this particular lab activity, which is implementing Azure Key Vault. So this Azure Key Vault is a kind of storage where we don't store bulk data. We just store our key password certificates. Okay. This Azure Key Vault is a cloud service provided by Azure. It provides a secure store for our secrets. Like if you have any cryptographic key and if you have any sensitive password and certificates. Okay, and if you have some sensitive data and if you want to store them, all these things, we can store it in this key vault. So that is a primary purpose. More developers, when they are developing a web application, so they store so many secrets and all in this particular key vault. Okay, so that is the primary purpose of this Azure Key Vault is all about. Now let's do the lab. So by now, you all know how to launch the lab. I have already started the lab. Now let's go and do the lab from the task one. So the task one is to create a key vault, Azure Key Vault. For that, let me connect to portal. Let me log in. Yeah, this is the login ID or the user ID, and this is the password. Not now. Yes. Okay, the first step is over. As usual, you have to search for key vault. You can go for the search bar and search for this key vaults and then create. In this page, under the basics tab, you have to give this information. Keep the subscription, which is default as it is, and then select the resource group, which is available. And then the keyword name must be unique. So what they have given here is this. And then if you go for copy pasting this, okay. So for that, we need to use this power button. Paste it, the last 3x, you can give some random numbers. If you see here, so the keyword test is already taken. So this would be a globally unique name. So I'll just add some random value so that I get the chance of getting a unique name. And then the location to be East US and the pricing tier is standard. And I'll leave the rest and I'll go to access configuration tab. In here, I have to select vault access policy and say review and create. It is doing a validation whether I have made all the settings properly and say create. So it'll take a couple of seconds. Let us wait until it gets created. Yes, the key vault got created. Let me get inside the resource. So this is done. Now let's go to the resource, which we have created now. And you can find your vault URI. So from outside, if you want to access this vault, then this is the URI you will be using. As I said, key vault is for storing secret certificates and some key. And once you store it, you have to access it, right? So for accessing, we use this URI. And you can even go and check, see under overview, if you go under objects, you can get keys, secrets, certificates. So these are some of the secret data. If you want to store, you can store it. Okay. Now let's add a secret to the key vault. So I'm not going to add key or certificate, I'm going to add a secret. So I'll select secrets under object. Previously it was under setting. I think they have moved on to objects section. So you could find it here. Now here, generate or import. So we are creating a secret. Upload option, I'm just setting it to manual. And the name is example password. Let me copy and paste it here. And the secret value is this. I'll just have some random secret and I want to store it securely here. And that's what I'm doing it. And I can say the status, let it be enabled. And then I'll say create. These steps are done. So now I can click on this example password. I've stored one of my password, I can say. And if I get inside this, and my password is what is this, because I have the proper permission, I can just go and see the value, what is the password. Kind of. So when you have a sensitive account and if you want to have a complex password and if it is very difficult to remember, then you can store it somewhere, then you can pick this Azure Key Vault. And that's it. This will end your lab as usual. You just go and take your sticky note and you can give your name and then the time and date. If you add, then that's also appreciated. And then you can go for snipping tool. And then you can snip it. So I just snipped only at the last step, but for every task, if you are taking a snapshot, a screenshot, that is good. Thank you.